All right. So you, with the new season, might be thinking there's a lot of card changes, right? There's the change to build up. There's change to what the blue card. This one, change to Art of Decoy. There's a change to Super Snowball. To every single dash card, Lightning Swift, Limit Breaking Jump, Defense Step. There was a change to
Hmm.
Guardian Angel.
Huh?
It's actually insane. And the cards that suck didn't get changed. Too easy did not get changed.
It's
But
definitely
it's
been
actually
a
kind of
while.
viable now. In any case, what is the best cards? The overall cards that you should be running, right? Because I already talked about build up is neutered. Okay. Trunks doesn't exactly need it anymore because even though Trunks has a low defense, his burst damage is because the health of everyone is so low. He doesn't need defense anymore. He can go Lightning Swift, he can go Super Snowball. He can, in fact, either go
Hmm.
Strategic Escape or Too
Huh?
Easy. I know it sucks, but it does give you a short moment to survive. Go Too Easy, and then you go like Prepare to Die Pursuer or Backstab for the CDR. That's something you can do. But what is the best overall cards? Obviously, Super Snowball is still good. It doesn't matter that they cut its effectiveness by roughly 30%. It's still the best red card. This is whenever they have low health and it's a prolonged fight. This is whenever they have a
Hmm.
lot of health, but that's not really
Huh?
that big anymore. This is for rush attacks. This is for card spam. This is for skill spam.
It's
This is
definitely
just
been a
added
while.
on damage, but this is overall better. You only want Lightning Swift if you expect to be dying and you're trying to get a one pick and come back. Right. So Super Snowball, for most DPSs, for most damage class, is the best, right? It's the best for Piccolo, unless you just want to survive a tiny bit longer. It's the best for Goku. It's the best for Kale. It's not the best for Dabura. He still wants to do like build up or lightning swift. It's the best for Goku Mini. It's the best for Oob. It's the best for Trunks. It's with the build up nerf. It's probably the best or too easy for the Gammas because the extra health from too easy for Gammas is viable. It is always going to be the best for 18. It's either that or Lightning Swift. Depends on your teammates really. It's the best for Super Saiyan Goku. It's the best for some Brolys, and it's arguably the best for Super Vegito. And as you know, if they're not going for attack, you just go for defense. Because for damage, you're not using Strategic Escape,
Hmm.
and if I see any of y'all running
Huh?
Gexten High on like a fucking Broly or Goku, I'm going to scream.
It's
This is for
definitely been a
ratting.
while.
It's for like your Friezas or fucking your Gohans. Okay. Like if we go to technical, most of these want to use strategic escape. He wants to get out and just
I'm not
make it
going
what you
down.
can't see, right? That's what Krillin wants to do. Gohan wants to support his teammates, so you either go build up or strategic escape, so he can stay alive. Boo, build up or strategic escape to stay alive again. He goes Genshin High or strategic escape. You can go Super Snowball. Just overall, it just depends on whether you want to rat and support or whether you want to get a lot of stuns, blinds, stuff like that. But
Hmm.
we're going to be covering the
Huh?
best cards for each character. That's what this video is about.
Oh,
So,
them?
let's start off with the Nerfed Man,
Let's do
Super
this.
Saiyan Goku. Now, what you would usually run with him is you would run Build Up, you'd run this fun card right here so he could survive. You then run Solid Barrier
Hmm.
for the
Huh?
guaranteed not dying for the initial burst damage. And then you run Pursuer for added on damage, because you're already going to go skill 2, skill 1, right? Or you go skill 2, skill 1, Kaioken Spirit Bomb.
Huh.
That's what you usually run. This, ironically, is probably still the best build for him. Sure, this means you're just gonna have to be taking more select fights. He still needs the health. Like, he can go Snowball, but he needs the health. So he can wait and survive to run again for the Slug Bearer. He can use Kaioken to get out, all that. Coincidentally, Kaioken's cooldown and Solid Barrier's cooldown is almost the exact same. And he needs Pursuer for damage. If he runs anything else, this for his Kamehameha back quicker, or this to get out, the problem is he does not have burst damage, and he's just used for boss secure. So Goku's kind of stuck with using that build, at least for now, with how he's played. Vegeta. Vegeta gets a lot of his armor back from his skills. If we look at his kit, right, his transformation gives him armor. It increases the armor he can get. Princess Pride, you don't really look at this, but it just means his cooldowns come back quicker. This gives him armor for each hit, a tiny bit. Explosive Wave gives armor, a actually good amount of armor per enemy hit. In Big Bang Attack, if there's 1 or 2 enemies in there, you're essentially invincible for while it goes on. Because even if you're near death, you see how long that is? For 4 minutes and 11 seconds, Super Saiyan Vegeta is technically invincible, okay? But then what cards does he run? Now, Pride, the Season 1 #1 tank, he used to run something like Build Up, Prepare to Die for the guarantee later on kill.
It's definitely
Or I
better.
think like Pursuer, because he believed in his teammates. But you're solo queuing, right? You're in the low elo. You're trying to sweep the enemies so you can get to the higher ranks, right? So you can use Build Up. You don't need the extra damage. You just need to be unkillable. Run Build Up. You can run Steel Skin, or you can run Prepare to Die. Or, if you really want to, like Prepare to Die, Giant Slayer, you can run either of these, just depending on who the enemy's using, how much health the enemy has. Or you can run Art of Decoy if you want to get in and out.
Oh, them?
Because almost every single good character obstructs you. Okay? It slows you down any bit. This is a 50% movement speed increase and a 40% Vanish Step cooldown. That is higher than Roshi's buff for Vanish Step. So it's 100% worth it. You're not going to run something like Salt Barrier because you're going to have prolonged fights. This just makes it where your fights last even longer. And there's no reason to run Epic Hunter. But for the third card, you can run Break and Jump to get out if you really get low. What I like to do is I run Pursuer because his skill 2 into skill 1 actually does a good amount of damage. And his skill 2 can guarantee his skill 3 to be hit. Or you run Defense Step, right? If you have a Vanish Step cooldown decrease, fucking divine card draw, whatever, you run Defense Step. Survive forever. For Krillin, it's exactly what I said before. Okay, if we look at the cards, you run Strategic Escape. You run either Solid Barrier for survivability, so you don't get burst, or Art of Decoy, so you can get out, and you run like Limit Break and Jump. This also makes it where cooldowns come back like 10% quicker because you're using all blue cards. So there's really no reason not to. You blind the enemies, you get out, it's completely fine. For the next one, Piccolo, I'm gonna be so for real. It's just Super Snowball, Barrier, and then either Limit Breaking Jump or Defense Step. This gets him out. This is in case someone's actually attacking him, and then he can just stay back and slow you and then hit you for like 10,000 damage. That's about it. I like to run Wicked Warrior because funny haha, but Gohan, his passive gives your teammates attack increase and gives you defense increase whenever y'all are near each other. So you just go
Huh?
build up for more defense. Art of Decoy so you can get out,
It's
or you
definitely
can run
been a
something
while.
like Prepare to Die. And you actually run Guardian Angel. You keep your teammates alive. That's the exact same, around the exact same build that you do for Boo. Deborah, other nerfed man, honestly, build up, Prepare to Die, or Solid Barrier,
Hmm.
and
Huh?
Limit Break Jump. Going to be able to get out, turn them to stone, use one of your skills to just guarantee that kill,
Oh, them?
get out. That's about it. You can switch Prepare to Die for
Huh.
Art of Decoy, Solid Barrier, but this is if you really want to guarantee kills. Now with Boo, it's basically the exact same thing with Gohan. You're supporting your team, so you run Strategic Escape, so it's harder for you to get killed. You run Solid Barrier, so it's harder for you to get killed. And you run Guardian Angel.
Huh?
You can run Build Up if you have good teammates, or if you really just want to face tank. But the whole entire point is keeping your teammates alive. Because the amount you heal your teammates is more than the amount you heal yourself. So you need to keep you alive to keep your teammates alive. Zamasu, my main man, my favorite tank. You can either become invincible or you can be an early game monster. Super Snowball build up, whether you want to be offensive, defensive, Steel Skin, or Prepare to Die, offensive or defensive. And
It's definitely been a while.
you're going to run Limit Break and Jump for offensive, or you can use Wicked Warrior if you just want pure damage and get the increased damage from having 3 red cards. This is for chase down. Or you run defense sub to get out. And you're just unkillable. As long as there's NPCs nearby. Kale, my main DPS. Super Snowball, Barrier, Limit Break and Jump. There's not much to say. It boosts her ult, gives her 4 vanishes if she uses them, and then ults. Keeps her alive, and she can just burst you to death. Daima, with his nerfs to his strike attack and his bomb explosion, Super Snowball is very useful. Solid Barrier, because you're going to want to stay back. He's kind of squishy. You can run Pursuer if you really believe in yourself, but I like to use Backstab for more Pansy bombs. That's about it. It's just Season 1 meta. Frieza! You can use it for boss secure if you really wish. But if you're going to want the better working rats, not really killing enemies, but killing bosses build, Strategic Escape, Barrier, either Limit Breaking Jump or Defense up. Get in, get out, stay alive. Alright. Baby, my other favorite tank. Honestly, Super Snowball for the possession damage and the skill 2 damage, and makes it where skill 1 actually does something, you know? Solid Barrier, so it comes back whenever you're possessing someone, and Guardian Angel. That's all you really run. Because you don't need Getaway, because your skill 1 can make them be pushed back. You don't need Chase Down, because your skill 2 slows down the enemy. And you don't need this to more secure your survivability because of your possession. As long as you have a teammate, you're good. Oob. I made a video on him, and what I like to do, I like to run Super Snowball for the burst damage, because I don't think Lightning Swift procs on his skill 3. I like to run Solid Barrier or Prepare to Die. And I believe I just ran Wicked Warrior, because he's a rush attack based. Caulifla, the Season 1, no, I'm never dying. Build up, because she wants to stay alive, right? Steel Skin, probably every single season one of the best characters for Steel Skin, because it's a percentage-based decrease, right? So even if you don't have them provoked, you're still taking less damage. And Guardian Angel. You really want to keep your teammates alive. You can also run Limit Break Jump, but that's neither here nor there. Trunks. We covered it already. Snowball. Barrier. one of the two blue cards, or if you really
Hmm.
want to Pursuer. But
Huh.
this makes it where he gets his long cooldowns back quicker. This gives him the ability to either chase down or run away.
It's definitely
About it.
been a while.
He's a burst character. 17. Probably one of the coolest techs, besides Go Tanks, my beloved. Honestly, even with the build-up nerf, you either go Strategic Escape or build up. 100%. This keeps
Oh,
him
them?
alive longer for his cooldowns to come back, and this also keeps him alive longer. You run one of the blue cards, or Art of Decoy, and you run Limit Break and Jump. You just need to stay alive, right? He's a stun, he's a slowdown, and he has extra health you can give your teammates. You just need to stay alive. Cooler! I'm sorry, you thought you were hitting me. The arguably better and cooler brother of Frieza.
Huh?
Super Snowball. Because all of his skills make it where he's immune
It's definitely
for
been a
a
while.
set amount of frames. So there's no reason to have like survivability. Although I have seen some higher level coolers be running too easy, right? Because it just lasts for 2 seconds. I don't think you run Solid Barrier. You run Prepare to Die because the Skull 1 buffs, and you run Limit Break and Jump for chase down. That's about it. Gammas. Most people ran build up for them, so with the build up nerf, it's actually they're even squishier. But I just burst damaged my way through.
Huh?
I usually run Snowball, Solid Barrier, and something like Pursuer or Backstep. But some people like to run build up, Solid Barrier, and Limit Break and Jump, or build up or too easy, Solid Barrier, and defense step. It doesn't really matter. They're just your playstyle, really. They are the best DPS. So, I mean, you do you. 18. The person who got nerfed. The girly who shouldn't got nerfed. She just wants to get a pick and stay alive. You go Lightning Swift, you go Prepare to Die, and you go like Wicked Warrior Pursuer. Just go full damage. Cell. Now, hear me out. Build up. Sure, cells in the later game with Snowball, whenever it's fully maxed out, are almost unkillable. So I believe the health they get back by absorbing your life essence is percentage based of the damage they do. But build up so that they just stay alive, right? Solid Barrier for the earlier fights, and you do Pursuer because you can grab them and then put down your little Sko 1 bomb and it procs Pursuer. It's very nice. Hit. It's been said the whole time. It's either Snowball or Strategic Escape, because you're just not going to be getting hit. And you run Solid Barrier in case you do get hit so you don't get melted, and you run one of the blue cards. Either this for guaranteeing your survival, like if you're running Snowball, or you run Backstab if you're running Strategic Escape. Super Saiyan 3. It's been the same cards the whole time. You go Snowball, you go Barrier, you go Backstab. Let's move on. It's just Kamehameha based. Backstab gives him his Kamehameha again, Snowball boosts his Kamehameha, and the Barrier makes it where he doesn't get burst killed while his Kamehameha is active. Go Tanks. Oh my god. May he rest in peace. His cards that I usually like to run is Snowball, Barrier, and Backstab for skill 1, skill 3s coming back quicker. I haven't really seen anything else being used. Like, he's just a support character that does a lot of damage. Topo. Usually want to use build up, I believe. You run build up because he has a good amount of health, but not that good defense. And he is a DLT character, so he needs it. You run build up, you run Barrier, so he kind of survives in the other fights and doesn't get burst killed.
Been a while.
and you run something like Wicked Warrior or like Backstab. I don't know. Whatever you're feeling, really. Super Saiyan 4. I see a lot of Super Saiyan 4s using Snowball, but you shouldn't be using Snowball. You use one of the green cards, depending on how you're leveling up your shield, your skill 3. You run Barrier, and you run Guardian Angel to keep your teammates alive. Sure, you do a lot of damage, but that damage is in your stun. It's not like you're getting hit through that. His ult doesn't do a lot of damage. His skill 3, the wall doesn't do a lot of damage. His skill 1 doesn't do a lot of damage. His skill 2 just does a lot, and it's his stun. You just want to survive. Get more stuns out. Gohan, the menace, the tech that everyone hates besides Hit. He actually has a problem with building up his build-up stacks, pun intended, because his rush attack and skill damage to NPCs is so low. It's really good if you have a teammate helping you, but you still want to go build up. You can go Strategic Escape if you just want to be getting stuns in and run away, or Super Snowball if you think you'd be taking one-on-ones. But it's just build up, keeps them alive. You go Barrier to keep yourself alive, or Art of Decoy. And honestly, backs up. Or Limit Break and Jump. Just get in, stun them, get out. Broly. You run Super Snowball, or you run Build Up, 100%. This keeps him alive longer, because he's a partially DLT character. And this turns him into a burst character. Legitimately. Skill 1, Skill 2, use your Skill 3 to get your skills back. Skill 2 powered up into Skill 1 or ult kills anyone. It goes past fucking Barrier. It counters healing. It just guarantees bosses. It's insane. Especially in the May It Rest in Peace Skill 2 up Divine card draw. You run Solid Barrier, prepare to die. Broly's little silhouette. This makes it where he can guarantee kills more with his like chase down skill 2. And this just keeps him alive. And I like to run Pursuer, because Pursuer counts your ults as well. It's any skills, not just your normal skills. But you can also run Wicked Warrior. It's just whatever you fancy. Now, I don't have Bojack. We're going to be covering Bojack before we cover the new Vegito. But, as you can see, I played him a bit while he's a trial character. And from what I remember, you want to stay back, you run Snowball, you run Barrier. And honestly, I kind of like Pursuer with it. And putting down your mines, exploding, using your skill 3 to slow him. It's very nice. Now Vegito. The new guy. The new guy in the block. No one really knows his best cards, right? He's a team fighter that can keep himself alive. He gets like 3-4 ults if the enemies aren't dying quick enough. But he's also very squishy. He's just hard to hit. Honestly. Even though, especially in late game or in superstar games, his farming with his skill 1 or his skill 3 is so immensely fast, I don't think you go build up. There's an argument to be made for Lightning Swift, because you're trying to be hard to hit. You don't need Limit Break and Jump. It's just extra damage if you expect to be diving deep and dying, especially if there's like a revive pod. But I like Super Snowball. It makes all of his attacks do more damage, and he really needs it because this is not percentage based. Super Snowball is additive damage, okay? But whenever stuff like Steel Skin, that is percentage based. Prepare to Die is percentage based, okay? You can still go build up if you have like a Boo or a Baby on your team to keep you alive, heal you back up. You run Barrier or you run Prepare to Die to guarantee later game kills. Especially this last part, effect greatly boosted if target lasts at least 2 seconds. Most fights are going to last pretty much exactly 2 seconds, because that's whenever Barrier drops. And then you're just doing immense damage. You either run Pursuer for extra damage, Backstab for extra spirit swords,
Hmm.
or limit break and
Huh.
jump. If you're running Lightning Swift, you don't want to run limit break and jump because the
Oh,
cooldown
them?
only comes back after you've used it twice. You want to use defense though. That way your cooldowns match up, and while you're doing extra damage, you're taking less damage. Especially from other Vegetos that are spamming their ultimate. This gives 60, it's either 60 or 90% damage reduction. It's the same as Solid Barrier. So that's everything. Those are all the cards that you should be running. If I see anyone, but maybe the Gammas running too easy, I will find you, okay? This will be me to your grandmother, and there's no stopping me. And that's going to be the end of the video. If you have any questions on specific card sets, like cards matched together that you think might be good but not meta, just funny cards to work with, like
It's definitely been a
Dash
while.
Build Deborah, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll read it. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.